have happened in the past. And the Tea Party especially. Now, earmarks, the pork barrel spending, it's a tiny slice of the budget. I think we all know that. But if you talk to a Tea Party activist, they think it's an example and a gateway to corruption. Senator, you have said there are good earmarks and bad earmarks, and you have talked about your earmarks in the past. Any that you specifically regret, and why have you criticized, why do you think the money that went to Governor Romney for security at the Olympics, why was that a bad earmark?
I didn't suggest it was a bad earmark. I voted for it, and about half the money, a little over half the money that went to the Salt Lake Games. But Governor Romney asked for that earmark. That's really the point here. He's out there on television ads right now, unfortunately attacking me for saying that I'm this great earmarker when he not only asked for earmarks for the Salt Lake Olympics in the order of tens of millions of dollars, sought those earmarks and used them. And he did as the governor of Massachusetts, $300 or $400 million. He said I would be something like I'd be foolish if I didn't go out and try to get federal dollars. So the idea that somehow earmarks during the time that I was in Congress were this thing that drove up spending in Washington, D.C., if you actually look at it, as I said before, as a percentage of GDP, actually the the debt went down. What happened is there was abuse. When the abuse happened, I said we should stop the earmarking process. But I did say there were good earmarks and bad earmarks. We wouldn't have the V-22 Osprey, which was the most essential air platform for our Marines in particular in the war against the radical Islamists. We wouldn't have it if it wasn't for an earmark. That program would have been killed under George Bush 41. Dick Cheney, the Defense Department, wanted to kill that program, and many of us, including myself, stood up and made sure that was there. Congress has a role to play when it comes to appropriating money, and sometimes the president and the administration doesn't get it right. What happened was an abuse of the process. When that abuse occurred, I stepped forward, as Jim DeMint did, who, by the way, was an earmarker, as almost everybody else in Congress was. Why? Because Congress has a role of allocating resources when they think the administration has it wrong. I defended that at the time. I'm proud I defended it at the time because I think they did make mistakes. I do believe there was abuse, and I said we should stop it. And as president, I would oppose earmarks.
Governor?